Hey, what is happening, you uncertain Zazor? Today we're talking Colorless Lugia. So I've never been a huge fan of Colorless Lugia, but it did gain a very new, powerful addition in the Mew EX. 180 HP, the restart ability drawn to you have 3 cards in your hand, the free retreat cost, but most importantly for the Colorless Lugia deck is the Genome Hacking attack. For 3 colorless energy, choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks and use it as this attack. So there's a ton of different options for this attack, specifically up against any deck that plays Radiant Greninja. We can boss that into the active, Genome Hacking, copy the Water Shuriken from the Greninja, and do 90 damage to 2 of our opponent's benched Pokemon. Now, of course, most of the decks that play Radiant Greninja also play Manaphy, but our opponent has to know that we play the Mew EX. So on like PTCG Live Ladder specifically, you can get a bunch of cheesy wins for sure. But even if they do know to play around the Mew EX in the Colorless Lugia deck, they have to go out of their way to get the Manaphy and bench it, which is just neutrally kind of an advantage for us to work with later on in the game. They didn't go get to bench another Ralts or a Mew if we're up against like a Gardevoir deck. If we're up against like a Lost Zone deck, they can't set up like that extra Sableye or extra Comfey. They're restricted to having to put that Manaphy on the bench, limiting their options turn to turn, and we don't even have to put the Mew EX in play as a liability. They just know we're playing Colorless Lugia, so they know they have to play around the Mew EX. Now they have to bench the Manaphy, and that's already a hindrance to their setup and following aggression or options on future turns. Also up against like the Miraidon matchup, if they attack with a Raikou or a Miraidon, as long as we have enough bench Pokemon, and they have enough bench Pokemon, we can respond with the Mew EX and knock out a Raikou or a Miraidon, as long as they don't have that Bravery Charm. The Bravery Charm does make things a little bit tougher, but they usually have a bunch of 2-prize Pokemon in play, and usually only play 2 Bravery Charm that they can't find that reliably to begin with. So the Mew EX, a very powerful option in that matchup as well. Now, I'm sure you're taking a look at the rest of my list and you're like, Azul, you don't have the Weirdeer, you don't have the Radiant Charizard, you don't have the, what's the other one, the Luxray. I don't have any of those right now, but I'm not saying they're not good. Basically, what I did is I took the second place list from the Japan Champions League, and I just cut all the more situational or more like tech attackers or tech Pokemon in the deck. So I cut the Luxray. There was no Radiant Charger. They had a block Snorlax, but I just went up to 3 of the unfazed Fat Snorlax. The main attacker in the deck is actually the Snorlax. The best attacker in the deck is the Mew, and then we do have to, like, unfortunately set up Lugia to get the Archeops in play, but Lugia kind of exists there as well. But yeah, the Snorlax, the 180 from the Thumping Snore, with the unfazed Fat ability, no effects of our opponent's attacks can affect our Snorlax. And of course, we do put ourselves to sleep, but thankfully to the 4 Jet Energy. We also have a couple therapeutic energy in here as well. Whenever we do get, well, if we have the therapeutic energy on the Snorlax, we don't have to flip for the asleep. But if we do get stuck in the active, the Jets or the therapeutic can come save us, depending on the situation. We're usually never actually staying asleep for very long, or basically at all. So yeah, none of the tech cards in here. I still actually play the reversal energy. I don't have the Luxray in here, which usually combos really well with the Luxray, but we can still use the reversal energy to put it on the Archeops to attack with the Speed Wing from the Archeops for just 1 energy instead of 3. So that's like a nice boost to have. We have so many colorless energy spots here that I felt like, I don't know, I could play a 4th Gift Energy, maybe a 3rd V-Guard Energy, or I could just play like a 1 of Reversal Energy, which is like a colorless energy on anything else, but so would all those other energies just be a colorless energy on anything else. But it can also become a triple energy on the Archeops if we're a little bit behind in a prize trade in a matchup. And we do play as like a 1 prize deck pretty consistently with the triple Snorlax, at least for most of the game. I still have the Drapion in here. Mew isn't that popular right now. It's even becoming less popular because of how much Charizard there is, but the Drapion is really important in the Gardevoir matchup, actually. The best attacker for Gardevoir to match up into Snorlax with is Gardevoir EX, and Drapion 1-hit KOs that, so we do have the Drapion in here for that matchup. Also, Mew is like still a thing for sure, so it's nice to have an answer to the Mew matchup as well. I don't think we could beat Gardevoir if we didn't have the Drapion as like an answer situational attacker up against the Gardevoir EX, so we need that for the Guardian matchup, and Gardevoir's not going anywhere. Gardevoir doesn't really struggle that much against Charizard, despite the Dark weakness, despite what you might think. Gardevoir is weak to Dark, but Gardevoir's just fine in the Charizard matchup. And yeah, I think the Luxray, the Charizard, all things to try out. I just want to make the list as simple as possible and be like, what do I feel like in this meta do I really, really want? Do I want the Luxray? Do I want the Radiant Charizard? Maybe. Do I want the Weirdeer? I don't know. They're all good. Are they necessary? Definitely not necessary. So I decided to just start at a base level here, and we'll build it up from there. So I'll definitely be coming at you with an updated video on Colorless Lugia eventually with where I end up going with this build. We're starting here, simple, straightforward. I'm sure we'll get a Luxray or a Charizard or a Weirdeer in here at some point. And at that point, whenever I refine the list a little bit more, I'll come back at you with an updated Colorless Lugia video and show you where I'm at. Also, one last thing I'll mention here in this list specifically, you know, Punkaboo. I would definitely add the Punkaboo if I feel like there's enough paths to the peak in the format. Instead, I've decided to go with the 2-2 Stadium Split. Collapse Stadium is super powerful in Lugia decks in general because of how often you have to put Luminion in play, and you want to get it out of play with the Collapse Stadium. So we do play 2 collapse to be a little bit more aggressive at doing that. But if Path to the Peak does become more popular, definitely recommend the Pumpkaboo, and I would probably just cut a Collapse Stadium from this build to include that Pumpkaboo. But Path to the Peak, not as popular as it was. The Miraidon lists are a little bit more split on the Path build versus the non-Path build, and even Lost Tinas are cutting back on their Paths a little bit as well. I've been seeing less Lost Tina in general, but that was the main Path deck, was the Lost Tina. But I feel like before Pittsburgh Regionals, they were at like 4 Path. Now they're coming back down to that 2 to 3 Paths to the Peak. So also 4 Bosses Orders in here. And the main reason to play 4 Bosses Orders, to be honest, the 4 Bosses Orders has been sick. I've won so many games by going boss, boss, boss with this deck. So that is only 3 boss, but it's easier to use 3 boss when you have 4 boss and find the first 3 boss to begin with than if you have 3 boss. Because then if you discard any boss with a research, you can't do the 3 boss play anymore. And if you do want to go boss, 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 having the extra boss makes everything just a lot smoother. So the 4 boss I've actually been a huge fan of. I thought that would be a card I would cut. Because like I said, I just took the Champions League second place list and kind of modified it, cut it down to just like as vanilla as I possibly could. I kept the 4 Bosses Orders in there, and it makes me want to play like 4 Bosses Orders in the single strike build, to be honest. You don't really need it as much because with that build, you have the T-Tar that can go through their active more aggressively. But with this build, sometimes you really just want to ignore their active for a long time or pretty much the whole game. So the 4 boss is really, really good for that. Also combos really well with the Mew EX when we're trying to boss up that Radiant Greninja to pull off the Moonlight, was it Giant Water Shuriken? Giant Water Shuriken, Moonlight Shuriken, Giant Water Shuriken, I forget what it's called. Anyways, let's go ahead, let's get into some gameplay so I can show y'all how to master the Colorless Lugia. With Capture Aroma heads, let's go. That's insane. Rid of both those, grab a V-Star, Azuluminian. No chops prized. 1 boss prize, 1 Iono prize. 1 Capture and Aroma prize. Ultra Balls here, Great Balls are here. 2 collapsed. Prize a Mez, and then probably prize some energy, right? Double turbo. Goes in the discard pile. Probably bench second lax, right? Maybe even the. I'll keep 1 bench space open. I'll keep 1 bench space open. Is there a reason to take Luminian from Ultra Ball? The reason to take Luminian from Ultra Ball would be to have more options on this turn, but I don't need more options. And I also don't want to put any more 2 prizes in play if I can avoid it, so. Yeah, I don't really want to put any more 2 prize Pokemon in play if I can avoid it, so. Like, I'm like, this board state can last me, like, for a lot of turns in this matchup. Like, this board state specifically will last me a long time in this matchup. Like, Lax, Lugia V-Star with 2 Archeops in play. Like, I can like do so much with this for a really, really long time, so. There's no reason for me to go get anything else yet. And then putting Luminian in play can just become a hindrance or a liability. Also, there's like a decent chance that my opponent. I mean, they might Iono me one way or the other. Doesn't really make a difference, to be honest. It'd almost be better if I had the other hand if I knew they were gonna Iono me, right? So, I guess that's not like a good. That's not a good reason one way or another, to be honest. I kind of want to jet up and Lugia KO the Zation here. I want to jet up and KO the Zation with the. I'm not like 100%. Oh, the Manaphy, they have to grab that now, don't they? Yeah, that's hilarious. That's so bad. That's well, I don't know. Do they have to grab it now? I guess maybe. I don't know. Like right now. Yo, could I hit him with, if I top deck a Jet here though? I could hit him with the Sauce. We could hit him with the Sauce play if I top deck Jet. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. How do I want to play this? All right, no Jet. There's a Snorlax on the bottom of the deck, but there's no Jet on the bottom of the deck. If I play the Capture and Aroma, I'm shuffling the deck anyways. I could just boss around the Zation, or I could try and get into a Jet to be able to attack with Lugia KO the Zation. I could just go Collapse, see what they do, and then go from there. What if we just ignore this? I like the idea of being able to KO this, though, to be honest. Let's go with... I don't know how to play this, to be honest. I'm bad. I just want to play Collapse first. What's in my deck that I would want to like thin out of the deck? I want to get another Snorlax in play, but I want to play that. And then this. I think I am just going to boss around this, to be honest. Oh, wait. We can make the play. We can make the play. Hold up. I can actually make the play. If I get Tails here, I can grab the Mew, bench the Mew, double Archeops collapsed. Yo, do we Are they gonna discard Manaphy? They would just discard Greninja though. If I put Collapse in play, they're just gonna discard Greninja, right? If I don't threaten the Mew, then they would discard the Manaphy. Interesting. Okay, actually, all right, that's weird. So summoning star. So if I bench the Mew, play the Collapsed, I could bench Mew, play Collapse, and if they discard Manaphy, I discard Lugia. If they because they discard first, or I discard first. The player who played this card discards first. Oh, they would just be able to, I would just telegraph it to them then. All right, so I'm just gonna go Collapse Boss then. That's fine. Yeah, so theoretically they can always make the correct play around the scenario. Damn, I thought I had like some genius level play here, but actually, honestly, this Snorlax being in play isn't that bad, to be honest. Lost this. I don't know. We'll get him later with the play. We'll get him later, chat. We'll get him later. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw. Dude, I actually really like the idea of 4 boss in this list as well. Like we just started playing, but the idea of 4 boss, I'm like, I'm in. You know what I'm saying? I'm down. If I want to load up some extra energies in play here. What am I throwing on the bench? The V-Guard on the bench. Lugia, V-Guard and Gift. I'm down. That's good. That's good to me. Definitely want the possibility of the 220 decayalization at some point. So this is like fine, I think. No Manaphy is a nice thing to see. Yeah, we can go for the play eventually. We don't have another boss right now, but four boss or 3-1 split. That's a good question, actually. Should we be playing once arena instead of 4 boss? The 4 boss does combo better with the Mew EX now to be able to chase Greninjas, though. Uh-oh. Hey, if we top deck boss, it's looking pretty good. We top deck that boss. Yo, I want the play to happen so bad. The play is so sick. Come on, bro. Give me the boss top deck. Come on, one time. All right, they're cooking a little bit here. No, I think Serena is dead. That's not true. I was doing a in my Miraidon build before Pittsburgh. I had a 3-1 split. It was pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good. It just depends on what we're gussing. The question is just what are we gussing? But yeah, having the extra potential draw from the Serena was actually pretty good. In Miraidon specifically, it felt really, really good to have the access to 4 Gust / a pseudo draw supporter. I don't know, I was a big fan of that. I could see it being the same in here, to be honest. It maybe should be a Serena because we are a lot of the time gusting these, but no, it probably is correct to play the 4 boss. Probably is correct to play the 4 boss. I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Do we ever need triple Snorlax, or is 2 Snorlax plus an Archeops kind of always fill the same the roles there? Dude, they're scared, bro. They are terrified. Why are you so scared? All right, so they're attacking with the Guard EX. We can respond to the Guard EX though with just knockout with Drapion. Drapion's not prized, as long as we can find it. Good shot that we can find it. That's gonna be the plan. Would I pull off my prize card here? Oh, they were retreating. Hold on. Zacian knockout. Zacian knockout. Or is it Zacian pass? Zacian pass? That's also bad. Damn, they don't have a good play here, to be honest. All their plays suck. There's just literally not a good play on their side of the field. Yeah, wow. I mean, this play is also just not that good. It's just like, it doesn't do nothing. It just does very little for them. It's a pretty bad play. Pretty low tier play. I'm down with this, to be honest. I'm down with this, the way this is trading out here. I'm chilling. We're cooking. I don't know if they really have a choice. It's just like, yeah, I don't know if they really have a choice. Oh, I can kill with Snorlax now. Oh my gosh. Dude, let me cook. What the heck? We definitely research here. I'm probably just giving up the Mew. I could collapse them, actually, to bench lock them. I didn't bench lock them too hard, but it would stop something like the possibility of like a Luminion. Yeah, Lax getting the kill here is actually absurd. I don't really want to put another 2-prizer in play like the Mew, right? I just want another Snorlax. Another Snorlax here is just so good. Therapeutic on a Chops. And then Primal Turbo to this Lugia, I guess. Maybe just a double Turb. I'm down with that. And then research. I should collapse, right? There's no reason not to collapse. I don't mind putting the collapse out there. I did want to bench another Snorlax. Man, am I afraid of actually bumping their... Am I going to be afraid of Temple of Sinnoh? Is Temple of Sinnoh something I should be afraid of? Or am I so set up that I'm not scared of Temple of Sinnoh just because of how set up I am? That might be it more than anything, to be honest. I'm pretty set up. Yeah, first I thought I was going to attack this with Lugia this turn, but the attack with Snorlax is just too good, right? Yeah. Yeah, the attack with Snorlax is just too clean. I didn't quite maximize my energy out of my deck, to be honest. I could have put the therapy on the active there instead of putting it here. Having the pivot option of the Archeops is like, okay. Yeah, it doesn't actually do that much, but it's all right. I was thinking about Nest Balls versus Great Balls in this build specifically. I think Nest Balls have a little bit less value because we have less attacking options. So I think the Nest Balls are not as good in here, but like if you look at something like a single strike build, like sometimes you need the Stonejourner, you need the Yveltal, you need the T-Tar. This build is just like put a bunch of Snorlax in play. Maybe 2 Lugias, right? So like the Great Balls make a little bit more sense in this build, I guess, because of that. The only things that we like stress a little bit sometimes is like the Drapion and the Mew, but so I'm kind of down with I'm down with the idea of this build for sure. I think it makes sense. To have Great Balls make a little bit more sense in this build than the single strike build that has the Nest Balls for sure. Dude, I can't do the Mew play anymore, I guess. I discarded my Mew, but that's fine. I don't really need to do the Mew play. It was just kind of would have been cool if we could have done it. If I get Drapion, Boss KO, Guard EX, I just do it, right? Because then I just win the game. Yeah. So we'll see what this gift gives me. But we have Mesagoza plus Capture and Aroma to dig for. I guess I just don't have the boss. The gift is only drawing me 1 card as well, but here they go. They got the knockout. They didn't even need any energy on the active. Wait, did they play a supporter? I actually really haven't been paying attention. They might have Boss KO on my Lugia V-Star, but that's fine. If they Boss KO my Lugia V-Star, we're still winning the trade. So I'm not against that being there. Like, honestly, I want to put a 4th gift in here. I want 4 gift. Yeah, I'm cutting that. I don't know. I'm cutting something for a 4th gift. I don't know what it's going to be. Actually, maybe not. Hey, another gift. We're gifting. So I could hit with Archeops here, to be honest. That's probably the better play. It's just punch with an Archeops. Let a bunch of energy and play and hit with Archeops. If I hit with Lugia, they could respond with this, go down to 2 prize cards, and then I have to go hit, boss, hit. Maybe Snorlax is still just the better attacker here, the best attacker here. Yeah, Snorlax is still probably just the best attacker here. There's a Drapion, but alright. I don't even know if playing this, but I'm gonna Iono here, so. I'm not gonna give them Mesagoza though. I want to put this gift on the active, so I should put it on the bottom. I could just attach it, I guess. So I could go attach. Is there a double turbo left? There should be. I haven't used very many. Oh, there's not. You can just throw those 2 on the active, I guess. I don't want to run out of jets to like move my stuff around, but that probably shouldn't be a huge concern. Wait, where have all my double turbos gone? No, I guess that makes sense. I do want to potentially have the possibility of attacking with Drapion. Could I bench Drapion right now? You go boss KO, boss KO. It's probably not correct to do it. Sitting with the Iono. I mean, I guess I should have counted their candies, to be honest. They're only down 1 candy. Let me just swing. Alright, it's fine. Reversal with no Luxray? Yeah, because you can still attack with the Archeops. You have so many colorless energy in here, there's no reason not to have like the potential for a more efficient Archeops, so. I think there's no reason to not potentially have a more efficient Archeops possibility. You should put on the Archeops. You can just attack with Archeops. You have so many colorless energy in here, it's like not, I think it's fine to commit one of them to that potential. I think it hurts. Actually, I should have shuffled the deck with Primal Turbo there to get more access to the Drapion, to be honest. That's actually a misplay. Because now my chance to get the Drapion is like way less. I should have shuffled the deck with the Primal Turbo. There was no boss on the bottom of the deck though, I guess. And there was no Ultra Balls. So, I don't know, maybe it's close actually. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it is close. Yeah, I might cut the reversal for a 4th gift. I'm a big gift energy simp, to be honest. I'm a big fan of gift energy. I love gift energy. I actually could get stuck in the active this turn. That would kind of suck. I do have 2 Jets in the deck, but they might just pass here and hope I can't move. I'm still theoretically ahead in the prize exchange, but yeah, that kind of sucks. I maybe should have played my therapeutics in the early game a little bit differently, to be honest. Also, this therapeutic here maybe just shouldn't be here as well. I mean, I'm still in like a fine spot for sure. I'm still definitely in a fine spot, but I would like to be able to like just close it out here. I'm not trying to like give them more potential plays. Great Ball Boss is crazy. Yeah. My Drapion's on the bottom of the deck though right now, so Great Ball can't hit my Drapion, I don't think. Wake up. Never lucky. Top deck Jet. I think there's 1 Jet that's possible to be top decked here. Research. A Jet did go to the bottom of the deck, right, though? And then just research to try and get a Jet. Yeah. No Jetties? I should just pass, right? Well, let me check one of these real fast. I think we are just gonna pass, but I have 4 energy in deck. I mean, yeah, like I said, I'm still ahead in the potential prize trade. The way it's gonna break down, I'm still ahead, so it's like fine. I could play this and use it to get, but I don't want to give them this, right? I don't really want to give them access to Mezagoza is what I'm thinking. Maybe it doesn't matter as much as I think. All right, I'm just gonna pass. Yeah, I was maybe being a little bit aggressive with my my therapeutics. I maybe should just like held onto my therapeutics a little bit longer, or maybe like use them as like a more emergency type cards. I don't know. Well, there's gotta be hitting a Jet, right, dude? Where are my Jets, bro? I mean, if they KO my active, I get gift, so I'm feeling pretty good. But dude, if I lose this game, that'd be wild. That would be wild if I lose this game. Dude, are they gonna crest around my Snorlax? All right, this is going too far. Dude. Wake the fuck up. Wake up, buddy! Yeah, I hope he just wakes up here. I could go Luminion for research here to try and get a Jet. That would be like a fine play as well. Top deck Jet or wake up. How long have I been asleep for, bro? Dude, my Snorlax better wake up. Dude. All right, give me a Jet then. Let me top deck Jet, please. Nope. All right, let me see what I want to do here. Let me think. 3 Jet left. Luminion for research is a possibility. I won't be able to use Drapion anymore if I would whiff here. Oh my god. And they could go boss at that point. They'd only do 60 more here. Should I just wait it out one more turn? I could wait one more turn, to be honest. I could wait one more turn. Dude, this guy's gotta wake up, bro. This is tilting. Could wait one more turn. Even if they put 1 more down, they won't get a KO. All right, we can wait one more turn. Yeah, we can wait one more turn. Dude, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Wake up. I maybe should chill a little bit on the overload on energy on my Lugia as well, to be honest, because I should have left open more opportunities for the Drapion to set up the Drapion. Where's the Poke Flute? That's what I'm saying. All right, dude, it's your time, bro. Wake up. Dude. All right, now I gotta go, right? Now I gotta go, I feel like. I could even let them get this. Oh, let's go, dude. Jet up, retreat, attack with Snorlax, right? Or should I just jet up the Lugia and knock out with Lugia? Because for them to KO the Lugia, they have to put a ton of damage in play. I should just attack with Lugia, right? So that this doesn't happen. Just jet up Lugia, attack with Lugia. Yeah, jet up Lugia, attack with Lugia. Because if they knock out my Lugia, then I just win the game with Snorlax. Just leave it bench locked. Dude, for a second there, though, it got kind of scary. Definitely got kind of scary. Feeling a little bit nervous. But now it should be game no matter what. If they want to KO my active, we win. Oh, I had a double turbo prize. I didn't even realize that, to be honest. So that's where one of my energies was. I even checked my prize cards, so I should have realized. Okay. Dude, the Sinnoh, no! Wait, how does that matter, though? I'm so far ahead the Sinnoh shouldn't matter, right? Yeah, I'm so far ahead the Sinnoh shouldn't matter. The Sinnoh. Well, yeah, I just like bumped the stadium with Lugia, right? Yeah, we're chilling. We're chilling. If they one-hit KO my active, then I win. If they don't, then I win. Yeah, we're definitely chilling. We're definitely chilling. Just boss. Oh, yeah, I also just have boss around this. Yeah, yeah. I thought the Sinnoh was going to be worse than it actually is. The Sinnoh's not that bad here. They're bossing. They're saucing. All right, knock out my songs. That's fine. Yeah, I don't even need to bump. You're right. You're right. You're right. Panicked for nothing. Honestly, I could just punch with Lugia here and I'd win the game. Like I punch with Lugia, remove the Temple of Sinnoh, and I still win the game. Probably. But this also works, so we might as well just go ahead and win a turn sooner.